Hey everyone, so iOS 16.2 came out recently, and in this video I'll be explaining to you whether or not you should download this new update. So first off, let's look over some of the new features in iOS 16.2. So you might have noticed over here that the text is a lot bigger and bolder, but the main difference is that there's a new designing app called Freeform, which will basically allow you to create designs using shapes, text, and you could draw, and on top of that you could even add photos and videos to your project, and you could also share the project with other people on iCloud so you can work on it with them. Now another feature Apple added in this new update is if you open settings and you scroll down to TV, then you'll see that there's a new section called live activities, and if you open it it'll be blank, but by the time iOS 16.2 releases, then you could customize this section. Now there's one other feature that Apple added only with iPadOS 16.2, and that is if you have an M1 or M2 iPad, you can now use Stage Manager with an external monitor. So there is one bad feature that Apple added which nobody will like, which is if you go to the App Store, then you'll see that pretty much everywhere you go, there's going to be a lot more ads than there was compared to iOS 16.1. Okay, so you might still be wondering whether or not you should get iOS 16.2, and my answer is it depends. If iOS 16.2 isn't out at the time you're watching this and you want to get iOS 16.2 beta, then I would only recommend it if you're on the iPad, because then you could use certain features like Freeform a lot easier, and on top of that you could also connect your iPad to an external monitor. Now if you're on the iPhone, I don't recommend that you get iOS 16.2 until it releases, because on iOS 16.2 beta there still might be a lot of glitches and there isn't as many features as there are on iPadOS 16.2. Now if iOS 16.2 is already out at the time you're watching this, then I definitely do recommend that you download the update, because there's pretty much no difference in the speed and the battery life is pretty much the exact same. The only bad thing about this new update is that if you go into the App Store, then you'll see that there's going to be a lot more ads, and there shouldn't be any glitches in this new update, but if there are, then they really shouldn't be that bad. Now that is it for this video. If you found it helpful, then be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.